Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So, in previous class, we were studying about the conjugate of a complex number as well as some properties of it. So, today you study more about property about conjugate of complex number. So, you note it. Next property, uh, Z into Z bar. Z into Z bar means Z into conjugate of Z is equal to uh, square of real part of Z, square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. Okay, square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. So if you want to verify the result, so how you check it? So if you assume here, let Z is equal to any complex number a plus ib. Suppose Z is equal to a plus ib, then Z bar is equal to a minus ib. And now you taking the product of these two. So Z into Z bar is equal to, here you have a plus ib into a minus ib. And if you are multiplying, so you have a square plus b square. A square plus b square. And a square means what? Real part of Z, square of real part of Z. So you have square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. So in this way, here you verifying that if you take the product of a complex number and its conjugate, you have a square plus b square, which is square of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. Note it. Uh, and listen, all of you, just I want to upload the YouTube video from the beginning topic, that means complex number, means when your this chapter is started from complex number. So today just I want to upload that topic of complex number of YouTube video. Understand? And just share a link in your group. You subscribe it, and further, if I uploaded any video for the next coming chapters, so you can very easily trace that videos on YouTube. Okay.
Okay,
So,
sir.
ओके सर।
हाँ बेटा, तो अभी मैं तो 12th के लिए वीडियो अपलोड कर रहा हूँ, है ना। तो 12th के लिए तो चूंकि उनका बोर्ड एग्जाम ये सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, तो जस्ट आई वांट टू दैट मीन्स uploaded all the that means recording from the beginning, that means their first topic is relation and function to up to differentiation. So that the current topic which we running is differentiation in class 12. So just I checked today 3 videos on the topic of continuity for class 12, and that be successfully uploaded on YouTube. So just I familiar with that technique, how I upload that. So yes, so just I am able to uploaded all the videos of class 11th and 12th. है ना? So this is your one of the topic property, and your next property is yes, right, Z1 plus Z2, Z1 plus Z2 whole conjugate, means the conjugate of Z1 plus Z2 can be written as conjugate of Z1 plus conjugate of Z2, conjugate of Z1 plus conjugate of Z2. So just you write this property, and here all be verifying that how that results are obtained. So the conjugate of Z1 plus Z2, so here you suppose Z1 is equal to A plus IB and Z2 is equal to C plus ID. Here you assume two complex number. So the Z1 plus Z2 can be written as A plus C plus I times of B plus D. I times of B plus D. And here you have the value of Z1 plus Z2. Now, if you applying the conjugate overall, so the complete, that means conjugate of Z1 plus Z2, so you have A plus C minus I B plus D. Minus I B plus D, you can write in this way. Now, here this can be written as A minus IB, A minus IB plus C minus ID. A minus IB plus C minus ID. Understand? And just see your result. If you here assume Z is equal to A plus IB, so A minus IB is the conjugate of Z1. Conjugate of Z1. In the same way, if you here assume Z2 is equal to C plus ID, so C minus ID is the conjugate of Z2. So that can be written as Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. So here you easily prove that, or you can say verifying the result. The conjugate of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to conjugate of Z1 plus conjugate of Z2. Okay. In the same way, your next property is Z1 minus Z2 whole conjugate, but no need to prove that property. Only you have to write conjugate of Z1 minus Z2 is equal to conjugate of Z1 minus conjugate of Z2. In the same way, next property, conjugate of Z1 Z2 is equal to conjugate of Z1 into conjugate of Z2 into conjugate of Z2. Okay, and yes, if you are taking the quotient like Z1 upon Z2 whole conjugate, so that be written as conjugate of Z1 upon conjugate of Z2, where Z2 is not equal to 0. Z2 is not equal to 0. Okay, so here you have some properties based on conjugate of complex number. Now, in the same way, here you have other property which is known as modulus of complex number. So before we start with modulus of complex number, first of all, just I want to that means say about the Argand plane. What do you mean by Argand plane? So first you build up the concept of Argand plane, how you plot any complex number in Argand plane. Then I will discuss with you about modulus of complex number. So it be easy to understand. Okay. I think all you noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So write your next property, not property. Here your heading Argand plane. Argand plane. So already you know about the coordinate plane, है ना? So in case of Cartesian plane, you can say, or the Cartesian rectangular system, which we known as, in which what you study, yeah, what type of concept there you have. So if you have a two perpendicular lines in a plane, so it divide the complete plane into four parts that are known as quadrants. That are known as quadrants. Okay, and also you know that horizontal line is known as x-axis and vertical line is known as y-axis. In the same way, Argand plane is a plane when you draw a two perpendicular line in a plane, and here your horizontal line is known as real axis. That is known as real axis, and vertical line is known as imaginary axis. imaginary axis. Okay, and the point of intersection of the two axes, real axis and imaginary axis, is known as origin, which you already know. So here you see that any complex number a plus ib, because here you know z is equal to a plus ib is the standard form of any complex number. Understand? So you also know that this a is known as the real part of z, and b is known as imaginary part of z. Okay, a is real part of z and b is imaginary part of z. So if you want to plot this AB, means A plus IB in organed plane, so what you do? You have to plot real part of Z along real axis and imaginary part of Z along imaginary axis. Getting my point? So suppose if you have any value Z is equal to A plus IB, so you start from this origin, go through a distance. Suppose here you have a distance here, and from this A point, you move towards B, means in positive direction. So here you have suppose B point. So the coordinate of this point is what? AB. The coordinate of this point is AB, and that be the position of this Z is equal to A plus IB in organed plane. And here you have suppose origin. Getting my point? So suppose if you have Z is equal to any complex number A plus IB, and if you want to express that point in organed plane, so here you plot in this way. Whenever your A and B both are greater than 0, means that are positive. So no doubt it lying in first quadrant. So here you have a point which is positive. Here you have, means here the Cartesian, that means sign convention for the quadrants are same as that of Cartesian system. Understand? Which you already know. Here you have positive plus plus, and in second quadrant you have the sign minus plus. In third quadrant, here you have minus minus, and in fourth quadrant you have a sign of plus minus. Understand? So in the same way, you can very easily plot all that points in organed plane. So here you see that one thing more, if you have a complex number in this way, so that can be expressed also in a form of coordinate, in the form of coordinate. So here the coordinate AB in organed plane means what? It be understood that that is A plus IB. A plus IB. Understand? Getting my point? बेटे सबको समझ में आ रही है चाहिए सारी चीजें?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the process of representing any complex number in organed plane. Means here you have the same method, not other than only the name of the axis in place of x-axis or y-axis. Here you say real axis and imaginary axis. Otherwise, all the concept are same, which you already know about it. Okay. So just you think beyond that. Suppose, so you can say that that point is Z. Means here you have suppose P point, and this point is Z here, and this represents AB. Okay. Now, just I am talking about the conjugate of Z. If you want to plot the point Z bar in this organed plane, so if Z is equal to A plus IB, so the conjugate of Z can be written as A minus IB. A minus IB, okay, and just you plot it in the same plane and see what happens. So if you want to plot it, so A is plotted along real axis, so that is same, and here you write here A, and minus B, so from this point you have to go in negative direction, and here you have any point Q, and here you have any point Q which represents Z bar, and its coordinate is what? A minus B. A minus B. Okay. So here you have Z bar and here you have Z. Z bar and Z. So this be the relation in between the organed plane. Means any complex number and its conjugate. Okay, so I think that concept is clear to all of you. No problem. Now, from with the help, so here you see that how you that is plotted any point in Argand plane. Now come to your next point topic. You write it modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. Okay. And here you have, suppose any complex number z is equal to a plus ib. So first you plot it in Argand plane. So suppose here you have a point and you move in positive direction. You have b point and this point is z here, which is a complex number, that means a plus ib. And here you have origin and just I name it, that is p point. Okay. So if you join O to P, so what is the value of OP? And just modulus means here mod. Just if we taken just like the magnitude. In class 11th, all you know about vector. Are you, that means the vector topic is started in physics?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. So that be clear. Means simply you can say if you have OA as A and here you have B and here you form a right angle. So what about this OP? OP vector. So that be taken as under root A square plus B square. So or you here applying Pythagoras theorem. So the result of OP, or you can say the magnitude of OP can be represented as under root A square plus B square. Understand? So you write here. So that part is mod of Z. That is known as mod of Z, or you can say that modulus of Z. Okay. So you write in definition form, you write all that. Here you write Z is equal to A plus IB and draw this figure in your notebook. Done. And right.
Yes, sir.
The modulus of a complex number. The modulus of a complex number Z is equal to A plus IB. Z is equal to A plus IB is denoted by, you're right, mod of Z. Is denoted by mod of Z and is defined as mod of Z is equal to under root A square plus B square. Under root A square plus B square. And you already know that A is what? A is real part of Z. B is imaginary part of Z. So you can write it as the modulus of any complex number is equal to, yes, real part of Z, square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z within root. Means the complex modulus of Z is equal to square of real within root square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. So that is known as uh, modulus of Z. Okay. So that is modulus of Z. For example, suppose if you have any complex number Z is equal to 3 minus 2i And if you want to find the value of modulus of z or mod of z, then what you have? Mod of z is equal to under root square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Now, if you are taking its square, so here you have 9 plus 4, so that is equal to root 13. So root 13 is the value of modulus of z. So that is known as modulus. And here you have again some properties of modulus mod of z. You notate. Yes, right. Next heading: properties of modulus of z. Properties of modulus of z. So your first property is if mod of z is equal to 0, if you have mod of z is equal to 0, and this implies z is equal to 0. If mod of z is 0, so z is also equal to 0. And if z is 0, that means what? Its real part of z is 0 and is also equal to imaginary part of z. Real part and imaginary part all are 0. Note it. And second property, the mod of z is also equal to mod of conjugate of z. Mod of z is equal to mod of conjugate of z. Both have the same value. Or you can also say that that is also equal to mod of minus times of z. All have the same value. Because you know the value of mod of z can be obtained by taking under root a square plus b square. And just listen one thing. When you that means recall the topic of domain and range of function, at that time when I was discussing about the topic in this way, that mod of z can be written as mod of x can be written as under root x square. You learned that recall the topic I discussed with you. Mod of x can be written as under root x square. So that results is obtained by the concept of complex number. That result is obtained by the concept of complex number. Because here you know mod of z can be written as under root a square plus b square. And here you have only mod of x. And mod of x means what? 0. You can write it in this way, mod of x plus 0 times of I. So if you taking the mod of this complex number, so what you have, that is equal to x square plus square of 0. And there is no any meaning of square of 0. So from this concept, mod of x can be written as under root x square. Understand, when you studying about the modulus function, I give the concept about that. I told you at that time, please notate this concept. I will discuss it about, I will discuss with you on later. So that property is comes out with this modulus of complex number. Understand? Okay. So you have to note this property. Now your third property is yes about this one, that is also very important property. Z into Z bar, yes, right? Z into Z bar is equal to mod of Z whole square. Z into Z bar is equal to mod of Z whole square. And fourth property, mod of Z1 into Z2 is equal to mod of Z1 into mod of Z2. Mod of Z1 into mod of Z2. In the same way, if you have the complex number in quotient form, mod of Z1 upon Z2, so that can be written mod of Z1 upon mod of Z2. Mod of Z1 upon mod of Z2, and here you have Z2 not equal to 0. Z2 not equal to 0. Okay, and your next sixth property is mod of Z1 plus Z2, mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole square is equal to mod of Z1 whole square plus mod of Z2 whole square plus 2 times of real part of Z1 Z1 bar, 2 times of real part of Z1 into Z Z1 into Z2 bar, Z1 into Z2 bar. Okay, so just you trying to obtain that result, how you are getting mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole square can be written as Z1 square plus Z2 square and plus 2 times of real part of Z1 into Z2 bar. Just you trying to solve it. Okay, so if you are taking here left hand side, which is given as Z1 plus Z2 whole square, Z1 plus Z2 whole square, understand? And just you just think about that property. Already you have a property Z into Z bar is equal to mod of Z whole square. Mod of Z whole square means the product of complex number and the conjugate of that. Okay, same complex number gives that result is written as mod of Z whole square. So if you are comparing this result to this one, so here you have a part of right side, so that can be written as Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 minus Z2. Z1 minus Z2 means conjugate of that one. Understand? So now taking a product of these two. So if you are taking its product, what happens? Here you have, oh sorry, yes, yes, you can't write in this way. Just you write in this way. Yeah, complete mod. Here you can write Z1 into Z bar. So here you have Z1 plus Z2, and here you can write um, complete Z1 plus Z2 because Z1 and Z2 are a different complex number. So here you have to take the mod of whole. And again here you applying property. So that can be written Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. Now taking the product of these two, so you have Z1 Z1 bar plus Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 Z1 bar plus Z2 Z2 into Z2 bar. Z2 into Z2 bar. You can write in this way. And if you applying the same property which we given here on this term, you have mod of Z1 whole square. And for this one last term, if you applying, so you can write mod of Z2 whole square. And here you have only these term Z1 Z2 bar, Z1 Z2 bar into Z2 Z1 bar. Here you have two terms which is remains, means Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 Z1 bar. Here you have these two terms which is left here. And just you applying the property here. So Z1 Z2 bar you have to write as it is, and here you arrange the term, this one. So Z1 square mod of Z2 whole square plus, here you can write Z1 Z2 bar plus, here you just arrange the terms. So just here you have to Z2, so you write here Z2 bar, and here you write Z1, and yes, applying complete bar over there, applying complete over bar there. Now if you distribute it by applying the property, because you know the conjugate of Z1 Z2 is equal to conjugate of Z1 into conjugate of Z2. So here you have Z2, and here you have, if you distribute it, you have conjugate of Z2, so that is equal to Z2, and here you have Z1. So here you have in this way the property. So what is that? Because you know you have one of the property Z plus conjugate of Z. Z into, you have again one of the property, just I write it here. Since you know that Z into Z bar is equal to, plus Z plus Z bar is equal to 2 times of real part of Z. Because you know this property, Z plus Z bar means conjugate of Z is equal to 2 times of real part of Z. So in the same way, just you think about this step. Here you have Z1 and here you have Z2 bar, and here you have Z1, here you have Z2 bar, and whole conjugate of this number. Okay, means the term which is there. So this complete term, if you are combined that by using this property, so you can write 2 times of real part of this term. So you have to write in this way, Z1 square plus mod of Z2 square is equal to 2 times of real part of Z1 into Z2 bar. So that proves your result. That proves your result. So by using the properties of here, some properties of modulus and conjugate, you will have your result. In the same way, you have other property, so only you notate. It be clear बेटा, सबको clear समझ में आ रहा है ना ये? Yes, applying that. Done? All you noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the same way, you write next property. Modulus of Z1 minus Z2 whole square is equal to mod of Z1 whole square plus mod of Z2 whole square minus 2 times of real part of Z1 Z2 bar. Z1 Z2 bar. So here you have the same property, and you have to prove it by yourself also if you want. Otherwise, no need to prove it. So all these are the properties of modulus of function. So here you study different type of operation on complex number. So we can solve the questions based on all that, and then one of the topic is left, which is known as argument of complex number. So it will discuss on later, and then you have a property, that is a topic which is known as polar representation of complex number. So that is not in your syllabus, so you skip it. Okay, so you write, express the following. Yes, right question. Express the following in the form of a plus ib. Express the following in the form of a plus ib. Express the following in the form of a plus ib. And your first question is minus 5i into 1 upon 8i. You have to express it in a form of a plus ib. So what you do, only you have to multiplying it. So just see, if you multiplying here, the product of I square is minus 1. So here you have 5 upon 8. Here you have exactly 5 upon 8, which is completely a real number. So if you want to convert it in, express it in standard form, so what you write? Here you write 5 upon 8 plus 0i. You have to write in this way. So this is the form of a plus ib. Means here you multiplying it, and then here you can write 5 upon 8 plus 0i. So that is its standard form. In the same way, your second question is minus I into 2i into minus 1 upon 8 I cube. Minus 1 upon 8 I cube. So simplifying it. So if you are taking its product, so I square is minus 1 and it becomes positive, so you have 2. So the product of these two is equal to 2. And if you are multiplying here, so the is cube of 8. Cube of 8 is what? 216. Check it. 216. So here you have minus 216 into I cube. And the value of I cube is equal to minus I. So here you have minus I, and just you cancel it. So you have minus 1 upon